This video is brought to you by Squarespace. From websites and online stores to marketing tools and analytics, Squarespace is the all-in-one platform to build a beautiful online presence and run your business. Hey Hart fans, welcome to the Butch Hartman channel, starring some guy named Butch Hartman. That's right. Hey, thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Okay, this is really exciting. Your dream has come true. Well, what is your dream? Is your dream to fly in the sky like Superman? Is your dream to jump really far over, like from one cliff to another? Is your dream to change into a unicorn and then change back? Or is your dream to sell a cartoon show and get it out there where millions of people can see it? What? That's your dream? Amazing. Hey, your dream has come true. You've just become a cartoon creator. But what is that like? You've managed to get a studio to believe in you, to believe in your idea, and you're about to get your cartoon going. Meaning, you're gonna have to make your cartoon now, and you have to make multiple episodes of it to get it on the air, to build an audience, and hopefully begin making the company that believed in you lots of money so they'll continue to make cartoons with you. My dream has come true! Yeah! Yes! Gosh, I'm so excited. I'm a young, energetic cartoonist and I've sold my idea. Thank you, Mr. Hollywood producer. You're welcome, young, energetic cartoonist. All we expect out of you is everything. You bet, Mr. Hollywood producer. I'll give you everything. Now listen, as a young, energetic cartoonist, you want to give everything. You want to walk into that building day one with just optimism and joy and excitement. Because listen, if you've sold a cartoon show to a studio, you've managed to do something not many people can do. So congratulate yourself for that. That's awesome. It's a huge thing to get through all of the firewalls of a Hollywood studio and get your cartoon on their slate to be one of the programs that they're going to proudly present a few months from now. But wait, what can you expect on your first day at the studio? Well, having been through this a number of times myself, here's exactly what you can expect on your first day after selling a cartoon. So you think you're gonna walk into the studio and just get to draw your cartoon from day one till the end of the entire cartoon run? Wrong. As the creator of the show, you're going to be subjected to a lot of meetings. That's right. Meeting number one is about, hey, can you deliver this cartoon on time? And you're like, well, next meeting. Well, who do you want to be on your staff? Well, I don't. Next meeting. Hey, who do you want to do the music? Well, the next meeting is going to be about who do you want to design all the characters? Well, I don't. Next meeting, who's going to do all your storyboards? Who's going to do all your color styling? Who's going to be doing your editing? And who's going to be finalizing your cartoon at the post-production phase? All these meetings will happen probably day one or day two, and you won't necessarily have to have answers for all these meetings, but you're probably going to be thinking about things you've probably never thought about before. You were thinking of story and character, which is exactly what you should be thinking of, but there's a lot of things that go into making a cartoon, so start deciding now on who's going to work on your stuff, who's going to design your characters, who's going to write your stories, who's going to edit your show, and who's going to do your music. A lot of these ideas will be presented to you, and if you don't know all the answers, relax. They'll be made a lot easier for you because the studio will probably already have a list of people they've used before. They'll have lists of character designers, of storyboard artists, of musicians, of editors, of post-production houses. They're the people that put the music and sound effects together to create the final episode of your show. All those things the studio will have a list for, but if you have some ideas of your own, if you've got friends in the industry or people that are really talented at doing things, then be sure to put those people on the list as well. Whoa, Hart fans, hang on a second. We got to talk about Squarespace. Remember that? You didn't think you were getting away without talking about Squarespace, did you? No. Hey, Squarespace is amazing because you can make an amazing website. You can display all of your art. I love having that ability because on my website, I get to display all of my art. I get to sell it from there. If you're an artist, you want to put your portfolio up, you can do that on Squarespace as well. Go to squarespace.com/Butch. That's squarespace.com/BUTCH to get 10% off your very first purchase, 24/7 support. It's awesome. It's amazing. Check it out. Now, back to the video. So you're continuing on in your day, your first day as a cartoon creator, and maybe you've written the pilot, or maybe you've just written a concept and they're going to have you write a pilot. Who's going to write this episode? Is it going to be you? Is it going to be someone that you hire? Is it going to be someone that you collaborate with? Are you going to work with this person together? Start learning now. If you haven't written something right now, if you're just an artist, start writing a script right now. Whether anybody sees it besides you or not, don't worry about it. Just start writing something because the experience you're going to gain by writing something on your own is going to be invaluable. Number one, it's going to teach you how to be a better storyteller. And number two, it's going to teach you how to teach others to tell your stories better. Does that make sense? Hope it does. So you've come in, you've had your meetings, your head is spinning, I've got all these things to do, but I just wanted to draw my cartoon. Relax, that time is coming. But you know what? A lot of times as the cartoon show creator, you're probably not going to have a lot of time to draw your cartoon, unless that's a job you assign yourself. If you want to assign yourself the head storyboard artist position, that's fine. But then that's going to leave you less time to oversee the writing and less time to oversee the music and less time to oversee the character designs and all those things. All these pieces of this cartoon have to come together, and they have to come together under your watchful eye, because you are the visionary. Always remember that. You're the visionary, so what you say is normally what should be going. Now, if you're very young and have never sold a show before or never done this before, the studio will normally assign an older person. Hey, I'm an older person. I'm an older person who's not young but old. They'll assign an older person who's been in the industry for a long time. They'll assign them to you to kind of guide you through the process. And normally this person will have a lot of experience. They'll know how to speak to other people, show lingo, show rules, how a script should be formatted, or how something should be edited, or how a mix should be. What's a mix? You'll find that out in a moment. All these things are going to come together, and they're all going to come at you at the same time. So as a show creator, it's very important you understand that you have to work with other people. And you have to be patient with other people, because you don't want them to be patient with you. And always treat other people the way you want to be treated. Someone isn't doing their job, that's fine, but make sure that you talk to them in a nice, polite, kind way and sort of get out of them maybe why they aren't doing their job, or are they confused about something. Maybe I should go talk to this person or clarify something for them before you just start yelling at them and screaming at them because they're not doing their job. Or if there's something you're having a hard time with, go try and find the answers. When I was working at Nickelodeon, and there were a bunch of other shows in the building, there was SpongeBob over here, and there was Cat Dog over here, and there was Rugrats over, well, they were down the street. But anyway, Rugrats was in the air. But there were a lot of other shows at that building. I would go to other show creators. I'd go to Steve Hillenberg, or I'd go over to the other people in the building, and I'd say, hey, how did you guys handle this? Or how did you guys do this? And we would just kind of collaborate and kind of get some info on some of the best ways to handle certain subjects that came up when the cartoon was being made. So it's still day one, your head's kind of still, swirling and kind of going crazy because so much is coming at you. You're gonna have to hire writers as well. And how do you do that? Well, you've got to read scripts. You've got to read scripts of people who've written things in the past, and you're gonna have to understand, is this person a good writer? And then maybe have a meeting with those people. So there's where more meetings come in. You're gonna have to meet these artists you're gonna hire. You're gonna have to meet these writers you're going to hire. You're gonna have to meet these post-production people you're gonna hire, even the musicians you're gonna hire. And you're sort of in a way, you're kind of guessing in a way. You've seen these people's work on other things, the writers who've written other things, the artists who've drawn other things, the musicians who've scored other things, but can they write and draw and do music for your thing? Can they do it that well? The answer is they probably can, but you're gonna have to go through trial and error with these people, and then they're gonna ask you questions. Like I remember there were a few times with my composer, who's a wonderful guy, he's worked with me forever, Guy Moon, but there's sometimes he'll just do a piece of music that's wonderful, but it's just not right for that moment. And I'd have to not only say, well, it doesn't feel right, but then I've got to learn how to explain why to him. Here's what I'm looking for, and I don't really play many instruments at all. I play a little bit of guitar, but I mean, how do I explain to a professional musician how this is supposed to be? Well, we came up with a method where I would learn how to sing my soundtrack. I'd go like bum 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 bum, dum 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 dum, lump, 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 and he would just basically film me and then repeat that in the music. It was kind of fun. You'll have to come up with a way of explaining yourself to your co-workers how you want things done. I know I've thrown a lot at you, and that's a ton of things to remember for your very first day as a cartoon creator, but check it out. There's going to be more days after the first day. You're going to have at least one season of your show to get used to all the people you're working with, all the things you have to remember, all the pieces of your cartoon that go together. You'll have at least one season to learn all this, because at the end of that first season, after the cartoon begins to air, you're going to see if the audience likes your cartoon, and more importantly, if the studio likes your cartoon. And everyone's going to decide, hey, you know what, this cartoon's doing really well. Let's make more. And that way you get to form even tighter relationships with your crew, and you sort of start falling into your groove. Okay, we do this, I do this, I go here on this day, I do this, I record my show here, da 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 da. You'll fall into a groove, and that'll be great. It's a lot to remember. My first day on Fairly Odd Parents was a little crazy because I thought I was just going to come in and draw, and I had to learn how to really run this small city of people that eventually becomes your crew. So start becoming a leader now. Start learning how to lead people now. If you're someone who's very shy, start maybe asserting yourself a little bit and learn how to work with people. Because if you want to be a cartoon creator or a show creator of any kind, you're going to have to get out there and learn how to communicate. Number, the biggest way to communicate is learning how to pitch your cartoon in the first place. And once you've pitched it, once you're in there, and now you'll be pitching ideas for almost the rest of the show's run, because you're constantly pitching story ideas to the network and to your crew. You'll have a storyboard up on the wall and have to pitch that, or up on a screen and pitch that. You know, you're going to be pitching and getting ideas across all the time. So start developing leadership qualities now and your communication skills, and not just your art. Your art's one thing. That's awesome. If you develop that, great. But let's get the communication skills going too, because you know what? You've got something important to say and people want to hear it. Okay? All right, so I hope I haven't confused you guys too much. Hope I didn't throw too much at you, but that's just some of the things you can hope to expect on your first day as a cartoon creator. Did you guys like this video? Would you like to hear more about the creation process? I know a lot about it, so I could definitely make way more videos than this. So let me know if you guys want to hear more about this. You know, my first day on Danny Phantom was a lot different than my first day on Fairly Odd Parents. And then by the time I got to Bunsen as a Beast, that was a way different situation. That was a different beast, if you will. Comedy. That's what that was. All right, thank you. Someone kindly laughed at me. All right, guys, thanks so much for watching. I really appreciate it. Don't forget to like and subscribe. And as always, art gives you power. Use it wisely. Hey, Heart fans, subscribe here to keep up with me, Danny, Timmy, Dudley, Bunsen, and the NOOG Network, my new app full of cartoons, shows, and games. Download it here. Click over here to watch my most recent video, and here to start a playlist related to this video. Whoa, check out that awesome fan art. To be featured here, use hashtag HeartFanArt and tag me. I'm on every social media platform known to man. Cartoon Butch out. Pencil drop.